Hi everybody. I would like to today to tell you, not sure that I care, but here we go. Why I decided to get a gastric ban. Actually, I have it. Um, well, I'm a vet, and so I know what being overweight can cause to your body, like joint problem, back problems, and so on. Theoretically, you can more predisposed to cancer and all sorts of things. I was finally enough when I found like a sort of peace with, okay, I look fine, with like my body image. I start getting concerned for health. You think, right, can I ever be at peace? Um, and I just find read an article that says diet only is not enough. Oh, fine, that's it. I get a gastric ban. I'm a bit like that, like just I read something, I decide something, and I go for it. One of my friends, to be fair, had a gastric sleeves, and she was so happy about it. I wanted a gastric sleeve too, but I was too skinny to get it. So because my BMI was only 31, that to be fair, it classifies as obese class 1, I couldn't get it. So they said to me, well, you can apply though for a gastric band. And I said, okay. So my husband wasn't really pleased. My parents weren't very pleased. The only one who was supporting me was one of my friends that we have in common with with a girl who had a gastric sleeve, and she said, "Yeah, no, you should go for it. It will make you happy. I can see how this friend of ours is, and she's so happy now." Um, so that's it. I went for my consult with the doctor, and he said, "Right, you can have it," and I just went ahead. I went private, so don't worry, I didn't spend any of the public money. I'm paying all of my pockets for it, and but the reason is, it's my family is, well, my father's side is pretty big. All my, from my father's side, they're obese. In all fairness, the only one that maybe is not obese is one of my cousin, and the reason is because he has eating disorder. So otherwise, he has always been fat. Um, and then my mum, that has always been skinny, she survived with toast, pizza, and pasta until now that she's 60, 60 something. Then she started becoming fat. So I thought, hang on a minute, I struggle now that I'm 33. What I will become when I will get older, and my metabolism will substantially almost stop. So I got pretty scared because I was eating fairly normally. Um, Nothing, I would say, nothing that my friends, Italian friends, would eat and become fat with, if you know what I mean. So they eat the same and they kept, they keep the normal weight. I eat the same and I just get fat. My father is the same. He smells food and she just gain weight. So anyway, so I thought, well, yes, why not? And at the moment, I'm 15 days post-op. I'm so excited because I will start the puree phase, puree and mushy stuff, so I can finally chew a little bit. And I've been fine. I mean, a little bit painful, but nothing major. I was working 6 days after the op. I'm not a person that scars up very well, so just to let you know, that doesn't depend on the surgeon. If you have a good skin, you will scar up nicely. If you are like me, your scars will look shit. Sorry, will look really rubbish. And and yes, my husband wasn't pleased. As I said, my parents weren't pleased. But here we go. Now he's quite happy to see me happy. Um, Again, I did it for my health. I was worried about diabetes, about my joints. My spine is not really one of the best. I already had a couple of slip discs, so I'm only 33 this year, and my dad got an amynectomy at my age, and that was another thing that made me worried, made me concerned. So yeah, so I just did this video because when I started doing my research, I was looking into, um, if other people with my kind of body size were getting it, and I couldn't find it. Some people were just over 35 BMI, so morbidly obese. I couldn't find anybody like me that people would say, oh, you don't look like you need one. But after you've been on a diet for years, and if you eat one chocolate, one Lindor in particular per week, extra on top of your diet, you don't lose weight and you gain weight. It gets quite frustrating, and you feel always starved. So your mood is not really good. Not to say that you are close to become a serial killer or a psycho. Um, I thought, if I can have a tool that can help me keep the hunger under control, help me control my food intake, that would be great. Of course, after this, now I'm on some Facebook groups that of support of gastric band, and well, there is something that really. Sorry, I don't like public, to be fair, and sometimes I think humans can be pretty ridiculous. I don't understand people because it's written everywhere that you still need to diet. You will still need to eat healthy. That, to be fair, I understand that some cultures struggle with. I'm Italian, so it comes quite natural that you are going to eat a lot of vegetables and lean protein, and not, deep fried chicken. That's not lean protein. Everything's essentially, all the meat have to be grilled, and with very few fats added to it. And okay, we have a lot of pasta and pizza, but substantially, you cannot have that much. You should stick on 70 grams. And substantially, that is it. That is what you have to do with a band. When I read people complaining that, oh, I cannot have, I'm still getting weight because I'm eating ice cream, and I thought that I could have all the ice cream in this world and still get skinny. No, I mean, no, that doesn't work. You will still have to do some work. As my doctor says, as the doctor will tell you, it's a tool. It's not really, it's not a miracle one. It's not a magic one. It's not like, oh God, I have this in my around my stomach, so now I can eat whatever I like. You will still have to, do your job. At the moment, I haven't had any stuck episode, thank God. I'm fine. I'm not so hungry. I hope the hunger won't come back. But yes, you need. I lost 4.5 kilos. I'm sorry, I don't know in pounds. But you need to do some jobs, to do some work. I don't mind saying that I have a gastric ban. Haters gonna hate. I can understand why they keep listening to the video anyway. If they don't like what I say, just turn it off. But yeah, if you are thinking like, right, I am on a fairly healthy diet and still, doesn't work, and you think you can apply for, you would like to go ahead, you're not scared of surgery, because there are complications, of course. One is death under anesthetic, then there is infection of the band, and there is slippage, and I don't know, the band can break down. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to sleeve. Then why not? The moment I'm happy with my choice, I just thought to share my experience with you. If you want to comment, I will be happy to answer if you have any questions. Just to let you know, if you are I'm in the UK, so I don't know how your health system will work. I know in Italy, if you I'm not sure which are the criteria to qualify for the surgery, but I know you can qualify for the surgery on the Italian NHS, or in England, in the UK, the NHS, I know has put very strict rule, so people are struggling to get it, and there is a lot of discussion about it because obesity is a problem, and So I don't think it's fair, to be fair, that the NHS is doing that, but here we go. So unless you're really at a desperate stage, and a documentary on the BBC was saying that actually you need even to be on, it's like a postcode lottery. You really need to be in a certain area to make sure to even have the chance that your GP will refer you, and very likely you will have to go private. Saying that, as a vet, having a vague idea of how much health cost is, having seen the theater they're operating in, knowing how many the machinery cost, I don't think it's so expensive. Actually, I thought it was a good deal, because I won't say how much it is, but even because I'm quite unlucky, so I decided to extend the warranty for 5 years instead of the standard 2, just in case in my life so many things went wrong that I thought, oh well, might do just in case. Yeah, I think, maybe it's worth it. Change the point of view. We are dealing with obesity. I always said, what I couldn't understand of severe morbidly obese patients, even my patients, is like, your dog doesn't become fat overnight. Like, I mean, if your dog should be 20 kilos and you don't wake up the next day and your dog is 40 kilos, your dog will become 21 and then the next year 23 and so on. So why don't you start doing something at 25? And if you see that what you're doing when your dog is 25 kilos doesn't work, why you carry on doing? Or why do you give up? Why you just don't try to change? You don't ask for help. So substantially, this is what I did. I saw that what I was doing wasn't working. And before my BMI became 35, 40, 50, whatever, I thought, well, even if it's only, because anyway, 31 is, I remind you, is obese class 1. Even if it was only 31, I thought, no, I need to seek help. I need to do something. And this is why I got the band. Yeah, so I don't think you will ever be too skinny for it. However, saying that, I don't think if I would be under 30, like around 25, 26 is still overweight, but I don't think I would have gone through it. And I don't think as a doctor I would do it because I don't know, it's not too bad. You know, you're just mildly overweight, the risk of an anesthetic doesn't balance. And by the way, this is called ethics. So it's not just because you pay, then the doctor has to do what you say. This is why I actually liked my doctor, because when I asked for a sleep, he would have earned more money. But he said to me, I'm sorry, no, I don't think it's ethical to do it to you. And I really appreciated that. So yeah, so that's another thing you can check. But fun enough, the public, so standard people, I don't know, people who are not in medicine, think, oh, I pay all this money and I get what I want. No, you won't, because the doctor is the responsible of what happens to you. So if anything goes wrong, it's him, and I understand that. But this is why I was happy with my band. I am happy with my band. I haven't named yet. Some people named it. I haven't named it. I think maybe after, when she will allow me to eat something solid. I think it's a she. Well, in Italian, it's a she, so it will be a she. I will decide the name. At the moment, I'm just living there like they do with babies. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not sure I will do any more, maybe about my planners. I will do, I think definitely will do one about a weight loss journal that I'm doing, because they say that who has a journal loses more weight than who does, compared to who doesn't. And maybe something else. I'm a planner addict. I love cats, but yes, and I'm a master's student about animal welfare, and yeah, some of it I wouldn't recommend it. And yeah, if you have any question, just drop me a comment. And if you like my videos, if you want to subscribe to my channel, I won't pest you.